Okay, first of all, I suggest that you go to Google and type this in, and then search for this one here, streamincode.net. And if you want to go into detail on this slide topic, read this here, which is good coverage. And interestingly enough, at the end, it's pretty complicated, but if you really want to learn about it, he does say, finally, when you completely understand this topic, he says, this is an interview question. So if you're going for an interview in a technical job, particularly a programming job, you might get a question like this one here. So we're going to talk about something called value types versus reference types. But he does say that they go into the details of this in programming too, so we won't go into the details here. So anyway, value types and reference types. So what are we talking about? So first of all, we distinguish between primitives and arrays, right? We already said that. So primitives are what? For example, the data types like integer, double, string, the ones that we've basically learned about up till now, before we studied arrays. And arrays are a somewhat different type. And one of the important ways in which an array is different is in regard to this value type. So what he says is value types are managed directly. So we know that when we create an integer, it's basically stored in the memory. And here he says that the memory location specified by the variable name holds the value itself. So that's what we said before, that when we define x, that it's there's a specific place in the memory where whatever x is, suppose we have x equals 5, that will hold the number 5. Now, if you recall, all of the methods that we've used so far, remember subroutines and functions are methods, we've always had the by val keyword there. So now we discuss what the significance of that is. For example, in the previous slide, we defined a subroutine. We defined this subroutine here. We defined the sort and display subroutine. And we defined it, we said, okay, we're going to sort, and then we're going to display. But here was what we call the method signature. Remember, the signature refers just to this top line here. So the method signature used the by val keyword. And in fact, every function or subroutine so far has been of this type, as far as I recall.